You can create the most beautiful, immersive world in the world. But if it's sort of sitting on top of your story instead of inside it, readers are going to feel the distance. Great world building doesn't just exist in the background, it evolves as your character evolves, your protagonist. Today, I'm going to show you how to make that happen. Hi, everyone. I'm Melissa Bourbon. This is Bourbon and Books. I have a few exercises for you at the end, so make sure you stick around. Also, like and subscribe. It takes a village. We are that village. I really appreciate it. Okay, let's dig into how to integrate world building into your story. For the last couple of weeks, we have been exploring world building, the physical world, the atmosphere, emotional atmosphere, the heartbeat, which comes from the culture, belief in magic, and now let's tie everything together. That means integrating your world into your story's structure. Basically, your world and your character need to evolve together. Your world can't stay the same, or shouldn't stay the same, from the first chapter to the last. Just like your protagonist changes, so should the world around them. Think of it like lighting on a stage. The set might be the same, but the lighting can impact the meaning. You want to ask yourself, how does the world feel in Act 1 versus Act 3? Does danger increase? Does the world open up or close in? What changes or shifts physically or emotionally? World building becomes story structure when the world mirrors emotional movement for your character. Think of your world as both an obstacle and an opportunity. So your setting isn't neutral. It shouldn't be neutral. It needs to work for and against your character. When I say character, I mean protagonist here. A blizzard might isolate them. A town festival can complicate a mystery. A cultural rule can create conflict. A magical barrier can test them. A room that reveals a secret at the wrong moment can blow everything up. Setting becomes plot when it adds stakes. Oh my gosh. Okay. Now you've got the dogs over here playing. Let's talk about the world as an emotional mirror. So as your character grows, the world needs to change in how it feels. If your character begins sort of closed off, then maybe the world feels cold or distant or shadowy. As your character opens up, maybe the world warms up. It's lighter, there's more space, softer textures, more movement. So these subtle shifts can help create emotional resonance between the story and the reader. Let's look at a few examples. In a cozy mystery, my character Harlow's world becomes more tense as danger closes in. She's trying to solve a crime, a murder. Shadows lengthen. Crowds feel more claustrophobic. Even in Bliss, Texas, this idyllic little town, that town loses its spark as the truth remains hidden and then opens up as it starts to come out and be revealed. In magical realism, Pippin's connection to Devil's Cove deepens as she confronts her lineage. So the magic intensifies and the world responds. In my historical fantasy magical book, as Rowan claims her identity as a descendant of Biddy Early, Swallow Hall, the house literally responds. The magic stabilizes, the rooms shift, the world recognizes her in a different way. Okay, here are some exercises. First, Act 1 versus Act 3. Describe your setting at the beginning and then describe it again at the end. What has changed and why? Think about what makes that change, what facilitates it. That's so important to understand. Another exercise, number 2, is setting as conflict. Think of 3 ways your world creates obstacles for your character and then write them down. How does it create those conflicts? And then conversely, come up with 3 ways where your world provides opportunity for your protagonist. And then exercise 3 is an emotional filter. Write one scene twice, once through your character's fear and once through their hope. But your goal is to add world building to these scenes. So let the world either enhance the fear or enhance the hope. Your world, you guys, is not a backdrop. It's a truly living part of your story. When it evolves alongside your character, everything will feel deeper and richer and more inevitable. So I really, really encourage you to delve into world building and see how it can enhance your story. If you haven't watched the other world building videos, make sure you do that here, the whole series, and explore the world building course at WriterSpark Academy. It's under $100. It's packed with so much world building information. It works with every genre. It's important in every genre, so make sure to check that out. And please like and subscribe to this channel. Share it with your friends. I will see you next Thursday. Until then, happy writing.
Ain't never needed Poppy's blessing, no. You need keep working just to get it, though. I know she carried your whole world.